disgusting what's going on with her. You guys need to put a stop to this because it is going too far. She was out there hacking again versus Phoenix today. And not only was she out there hacking and doing all of that stuff, let's look at her trying to interrupt the Phoenix Mercury's huddle and start a fight with Satou Sabally and Mercury players. Let's look at this nonsense. You guys need to put a stop to this. Y'all need to.
Dijonai Carrington didn't wait for the final buzzer to cool things down. She waited for it to heat them up, stepping in after the game like 4/4 of tension still weren't enough. Meanwhile, Cathy Engelbert looked less like a commissioner of professional league and more like she was hosting a peaceful yoga retreat while chaos brewed courtside. Somebody hand her a whistle and maybe a fire extinguisher, because this wasn't just routine WNBA drama. It was a full-scale Spice Level Max showdown that had fans glued to the screen. Trust me, what went down wasn't ordinary rivalry energy. It was unfiltered, popcorn-worthy madness at its finest.
Some serious drama going down here after this ball game ended.
Well, I'm surprised security.
Now you see her go approach her? You see her go approach her? You see her go approach her from behind? And that look, her teammates are having to pull her back and all of that. Bruh, you lost. Y'all got smacked. Y'all have won one game. Take your sorry asses to the locker room. Take y'all sorry asses to the locker room. Y'all won one game all year. Shout out to Paige. You had a hell of a performance today. Y'all stink. Don't interrupt the other team huddle. Take y'all trash team to the locker room, bro.
Oh, it gets even crazier because the real question isn't what happened, it's how this keeps happening. How are we in 2025 watching paid professional athletes act like they're auditioning for a spot in WWE instead of competing in the WNBA? It felt less like elite basketball and more like a middle school hallway showdown with better lighting. And somehow, Cathy Engelbert appears completely unbothered, as if she's sipping chamomile tea while the chaos unfolds. Ma'am, are you running a professional league or hosting an anger management circle with a scoreboard? Because at this point, the disconnect between the intensity on the court and the calm at the top is almost as wild as the drama itself.
We doing? Seriously, what are we doing this season? What happened to you in the off season? Who hurt you, Dijonai? Ever since the season tipped off, you have been a one-person wrecking ball, wrecking havoc on the floor, wrecking havoc after the game, approaching officials, eye-raking Jessica Shepard. Another week, another day of dirtbag Dijonai Carrington. A game where Paige Bueckers had her best game as a pro.
Let's talk about Dijonai Carrington for a second, because we've officially entered a new tier of unbothered chaos. She's not just battling the pain anymore. She's out here moving like every possession comes with its own action movie soundtrack. 1 minute it's routine defend. The next it feels like she's throwing karate level intensity into a nationally televised broadcast. Blink and you'll swear you just saw a crossover episode between the WNBA and a late night martial arts marathon. At this point, every post-game handshake has the suspense of a Cobra Kai audition, respectful on the surface, but you're low-key waiting for the dramatic stare down. It's competitive fire, sure, but the theatrics? Elite.
Drama yet again in another basketball game, and this time it's with a top-notch player, man. Her and Satou Sabally had a powerful exchange after this game, and you already know Phoenix put the beast on Dallas. Dallas, one of the worst teams in the league. This should come as no surprise, bro. But one thing I can tell you is Dijonai Carrington behavior is starting to look a little spooky, bro. At this point, bro, something has to be done.
And then came the hair pulling. Yes, actual extensions getting snatched like we accidentally switched channels from the WNBA to a reunion episode of The Real Housewives. How do we go from fast breaks and fadeaways to full-blown follicle warfare? 1 minute is defensive pressure. The next it's hands and hair like someone yelled, "Final round." At this point, don't just call the league office for fines. Call them about hazard pay. Forget mouth guards. We're talking helmets, liability waivers, and maybe a stylist on standby. Because when the box score starts competing with backstage drama energy, you know things have officially left the group chat and entered chaos territory.
Satou Sabally low-key was going at it the entire game. Okay, they both they were doing pretty good guarding and defending each other. Like, it was starting to get heated up again. They're very competitive women. Okay, Satou Sabally stands at 6'4". Dijonai Carrington is at 5'11". The truth is, though, low-key, they kind of have been going at it, so to speak, for some years now. I remember I saw a clip back in like from 2023. Just YouTube it here, guys. It's on YouTube here for free. Just type in Dijonai Carrington Satou Sabally 2023. They got into it, they kind of clashed, and then like Dijonai Carrington had said something to her out of bounds. She did something to her. She got fined $200, and then they was on Twitter talking about it. And like, you know, Dijonai Carrington had added Satou Sabally. She was like, "Come on, Satou, you know it ain't even got to be like this." And Satou Sabally was like, "Girl, whatever." Like, again, Satou Sabally, okay, has been she's slick at the mouth. Okay, her and Dijonai Carrington, they act like they ain't got no media training. They act like they ain't got no home training.
Here's the part that really fuels the debate. When people talk about Dijonai Carrington, they're not describing random chaos. They're describing targeted intensity. The criticism isn't that she plays hard. It's that she seems to choose her moments and matchups carefully, turning up the edge against players she feels she can rattle. And fans can't help but wonder what that same energy would look like against established powerhouses like Aya Wilson or Brittany Griner. Would the smoke be the same, or does the temperature change when the opposition can hit back just as hard? That's where the bully narrative starts creeping in. The idea that it's bravado with a safety net, not heat of the moment fire, but calculated edge, and whether that perception is fair or exaggerated. It sticks because repetition builds reputation. Meanwhile, all of this unfolds under the watch of Commissioner Kathy Engelbert, whose public responses often lean polished and procedural, while fans are craving something firmer. The tension isn't just about physical play. It's about consistency, accountability, and whether the league draws a clear line between competitive grit and conduct that crosses it. The WNBA thrives on passion. But when the narrative shifts from highlight reels to hostility debates, that's when leadership tone really starts to matter.